All right, y'all, we got a little 2-for-1. I'm gonna do Speakeasy and the arena on this topic. Mahomes is playing like an MVP, and the Chiefs are terrifying. I said it after they were 0-2. I said it after they lost again. After that, I'm not worried, bro. Yeah, man, it's just they are what they are, bro.
Year, Patrick Mahomes puts it back together, gets to that MVP level, and gets that third MVP that he's been looking for.
2-5. You want to kick it off? What you want?
Yeah, I mean, I think so. Like my front runners right now would be Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Jonathan
Drake
Taylor.
May,
Yeah.
and I'm going Jonathan Taylor. Those are my top three.
Yes, sir.
Pat look good. It looks like he's putting the team back on his back.
Yeah.
Right? There's times where he's making guys miss. He's extending the play. He's getting out of sacks, throwing darts.
Yeah.
Right? So I think, and Pat's great. I think some of that stuff, man, as he hears, like people don't really know Pat unless you play with him, and I played with him. Pat is confident. Pat is no chump. I don't care about the interviews.
Hey, he's been so bold this year when it comes to running over DBs. I ain't never seen him do it so much in the season to this year. I think he did last year with Malik Mustafa. This year he's done it at least 4 or 5 times. Like just going straight on with a defensive back.
He want to be like perfect, like he's a politician. He is a gangster. He get on
Play
that
CFB?
field, Patrick Mahomes wants to win. He want to win big. And he might not talk about MVPs and all that, but he cares about it. I remember one time we was in the training room. No, we mad at me, Pat. And we in the training room, and I think there's a time where it was Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady. I can't remember.
That's all good.
But they were talking about quarterback one. They turned that TV off. He said, I'm quarterback one. And he walked out the training room. I'm like, oh, shit, he cares. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you don't see that from interviews.
Yeah.
Pat, man, he back to playing at MVP level, man.
Yeah. I got some important information for y'all. There's no better place to win cash while watching picks. It's good to be right. I agree with that wholeheartedly.
You catch me on Madden, though.
It's clear Patrick Mahomes is a top 5 MVP candidate. And the stats don't even tell the story of how good Patrick Mahomes is. Patrick Mahomes leads the NFL in total touchdowns at this point in time. 21 total touchdowns. I believe he has 4 interceptions. But if you watch the game today, for sure one of those interceptions wasn't his fault.
21 touchdowns and 4 interceptions is not bad. I don't even you only got to justify the interceptions. That's not bad.
And that's a lot of the statistics with Patrick Mahomes. Even the negative plays that are incur on Patrick Mahomes' stat sheet aren't even all his fault. Yeah. When you start this season off, no Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy gets hurt. You're your team's leading rusher and your team's leading passer, and you're doing everything for that team, relying on Tyquan Thornton for the first half of the season. That's MVP caliber to me.
I ain't gonna cap, though. Tyquan was playing nice, and Mahomes was missing Tyquan. Tyquan would have been leading the league in receiving if Mahomes wasn't overthrowing him. Up until Worthy got back, Tyquan could have legit been 1 or 2 in receiving yards. Unfortunate to see a guy get thrown down the depth chart, but it's part of the business.
You so Patrick Mahomes, give him his respect. Now, with that being said, I don't think Patrick Mahomes is in the top 3 just yet. I got Drake May. I got Matthew Stafford. I got Jonathan Taylor. Then I have Patrick Mahomes, followed by Jalen Hurts. My first out is Baker Mayfield. So Patrick Mahomes is in my top 5, but Drake May, what he's doing with way less, all things considered, and a team that just doesn't know how to win as much, I got to go Drake May first. Matthew Stafford, 17 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Puka missed last game. He had a 5-touchdown, no-pick game. What we talking about? Jonathan Taylor leading the Colts right now, 15 total touchdowns, leading all running backs, leading all wide receivers as well. And then Patrick Mahomes leads the NFL in total touchdowns, but his team does have 3 losses.
Can we keep it a buck, though? Because I feel like people be acting like Pat got this great wide receiver core and all this super help with him. Let's talk about his offensive
Talk about it.
So in the running back room, right? I mean, they cool, right?
They're
Cool. Okay.
That's a nice running back. I feel like Shady about to try to be like they all mid. I mean, yeah, in terms of like the best of the best in the league, yeah, it's not great, but it's good. But check on Kareem Hunt is a good running back duo. Kareem Hunt, very productive. Very, very productive. Receiving core, Rashee Rice, Xavier Worthy. Even with no Rashee Rice, I still like the receiving core. Even if Tyquan Thornton was starting, he was productive enough for me to feel comfortable with him starting. Like, it wasn't like he was just out there being a bum. Like, he was out there playing good football. So I think it's still a good receiving core. I think it's a good running back room. Good offense.
Travis Kelce, but I mean,
still Travis Kelce, but he's not top 3 anymore. He's still top 10.
3.
He's still top 10.
I love Trav, so I ain't gonna get there. But we can they say he's not?
He's not old Trav.
All right, okay.
Of course.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Wide receivers. Let's go to them. as much as you love Texas and you love Xavier Worthy, he's a good role player receiver.
Yeah.
When he was the number one, when Rasheed Rice was out, we see what that looked like.
Yeah.
Okay. Hollywood Brown, I'm still trying to figure out what happened to him.
Yeah.
We should, like, his name should be something. You know what I mean? And he's good, he's fast, but he ain't like, he's okay. Who else is living? Now, Rasheed Rice, now he's nice.
Of course.
But he's been going. Okay. Juju, I think Juju's a really good
role player.
But then Mahomes threw his 2 picks last night. Kelsey dropped the pick, and then he threw a pick to Marshawn Lattimore on the sideline. That Marshawn outbodied Hollywood Brown for. So one was a drop, and then the other one was a blatant pick.
Like he's grown on me so much more with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's finding ways to make plays for him. But outside of that, Cho, who we talking about?
So is Mahomes your MVP right now? Is he your number one, or is it still? Because everything you're saying is right, but I will still leave to Drake May. Their running back room is unimpressive. You feel me? Their tight end room is cool.
But you
got Stephon Diggs.
But you do got a wide receiver who's going to demand some attention. Like if you watching some of them games, people are still giving him attention.
Yeah.
The wide receiver,
Yeah.
Stephon Diggs.
Yeah.
So I will probably go with Patrick Mahomes.
Ooh, it's number one.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at it.
My number one probably be Jonathan Taylor right now. Because running backs don't get no type of respect. And he's
Justin
really
Tucker.
carrying that thing over
Justin
there.
Tucker for
He plays
MVP.
for the Colts.
Yeah.
And Daniel Jones looks good with him.
Yeah.
That's the truth of
That's
it.
fair.
Okay. Number two for me will be
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, I genuinely think we're a Devin Lloyd pick six away from him being the outright favorite to be the MVP right now.
That's a good point.
They would have been. They started off the season 0-2, had injury issues with Xavier Worthy out, had some offensive line issues they're still going through with Josh Simmons and whatnot. Over 4 out of the last 5 games, Patrick Mahomes has had a passer efficiency rating.
Juju might get a deep shot before Worthy. Interesting.
Higher than 100. That's elite. That's MVP caliber stuff. And most of those games over 120. The max is 150. It's like he is playing at an unbelievable level right now. And also, I think over these next 2 weeks, they have a road trip where they're going on the road to Buffalo and then they're going on the road to Denver. He comes back with 2 wins on that. I think the MVP conversation, I'm being so serious.
If they beat Buffalo and they beat Denver, I mean, at the end of the day, it's going to come down to his individual performance. Yes, the wins matter just as much as the individual performance, but yeah.
Should the Chiefs be a Super Bowl favorite?
Now, their question, she said, should the Chiefs be the Super Bowl favorite? I think that's fair. I've been saying that since the beginning of the year. Them and the Eagles, if I had to bet money on anybody, I would bet on the Eagles and the Chiefs going back to the Super Bowl.
Should the Chiefs be a Super Bowl favorite?
Definitely. They the Chiefs, first of all. Anytime it's Big Red and Pat Mahomes, they live in the chip. So how can they not be one of the favorites to be in the chip? Now, when I say favorites, I mean, favorite to be in the chip in the AFC. That's what I'm talking about. The Eagles the favorite to be in the chip in the NFC. You know what I'm saying?
Again.
That's. I mean, hey, until somebody knock them off, you got to ride with the chance.
It's factual, though, yeah.
They healthy. They look explosive.
For me, it ain't even about that. It's like, is there anybody else in the league just playing miles above everybody else in the league? And it's not, So we got to go off of history. Who are the 2 teams in both conferences that have consistently went to the Super Bowl? I think that's who we got to go with. Have these teams got significantly worse? No, they have not. So I think they automatically are the favorites.
Even with the 2 turnovers last night, it was like, I never got worried. You know what I'm saying? They just look real explosive in the defense, man. I love
every
how the
week
defense
is this
playing right now.
This team a Super Bowl contender?
That's what's going to get them there. I'm telling you,
I would fear the
it's
Colts.
always Patty.
Colts are the only ones. Besides the Bills, as of right now, in the AFC, the Colts are the only ones. I say if the Texans, hypothetically, we've been very hypothetical, if they can put together consistent offense for the next, let's say if they can give us a month straight of good offense, because that defense has consistently shown up. If they can give us a month straight of good offense, they would look scary. But as of right now, the Colts, I think they're the only one. I don't know who else in the AFC for real, bro. I don't know if I believe in the Patriots for real. I don't know if I believe in the Broncos, the Chargers for real. Like, Colts will probably be the only ones that I got the most faith in to actually do something in the playoffs. We're not fearing the Bills. I think the Bills they still gonna be, a elite competitive team. You know what I mean?
It's always Andy Reid, Patty. They get a lot of the shine, but the defense, when they defense is playing good, that's when they win Super Bowls, and their defense is playing fucking good right now. So I think they got to be one of the favorites. Right, Coach?
I agree 100%. How can you disagree with that? They've been in the Super Bowl 3 years in a row. I mean, they got the best coach, best quarterback, best three technique, best defensive coordinator, one of the best corners, one of the best tight ends of all time. I mean, what else do you want? Yeah. However, you know, they got some teams to deal with. Your Denver Broncos, you know. I think Buffalo game this week will tell a huge tale on how serious Buffalo is about this competing, and I think they will. I think if there is one weakness on Kansas City, call me crazy.
One thing I look forward to seeing, both Broncos versus the Chiefs, how the Chiefs defense makes the Broncos feel a bit uncomfortable and makes Bo Nix have to operate a lot off script. Cause again, I don't trust they play calling 100%. You know, Bo Nix be cooking for sure, but I just don't know if I trust them. So I think that's gonna be an interesting little battle right there.
I still think it's their defense.
And then with No Sertan, you just made the job a bit easier for the Chiefs.
Zach Ertz has a first down. He's 5 inches short. Yeah. They shot themselves in the foot a little bit too much with Marcus Mariota as a backup. I do think Buffalo will get after him a little bit, but Kansas City for sure is a favorite, no doubt about it.
Yeah, I can tell that hurt Akib a little bit to say because your Broncos are rolling right now. So they're also a favorite. But yeah, the Chiefs are always going to be a favorite to win the Super Bowl. They're playing great football on both sides of the ball right now. Spags has that defense rolling. Coach, I disagree with you a little bit. I think that's the strength of their team right now. They're fourth in total defense. They're second in scoring defense, that they're flying around. They're really good against the pass right now. But the thing that allows them to be so successful is because of the chemistry and the continuity they have on that side of the ball. They have a real, and you know this from Denver, when you were there, they have a really good core group of guys that have spent a lot of time together, and they trust Spags. And that means they can do more on game days, and they can take, you know, the day one install and do day 1A and 1B and do these different things so that when they game plan for an opponent, they're not getting overloaded with the game plan. They can do a lot of different things, and they still execute at a high level. And then on the offensive side of the ball, that they're starting to roll right now. They're getting dangerous. They got their weapons back. Run game could be a little better. They're still top 10 in rushing. Patrick Mahomes has been a big part of that. He's had to use his legs a lot this year. But Andy Reid, in my opinion, I know we love McVays and the Shanahans and all the young coaches. Andy Reid is still the best play caller.
Let me see what Skip talking about. They all on the same page.
And the way that he plays off schedule. The Chiefs are done. They've been the team.
Idea. He's a
moment.
Right.
Worthy fell down.
It was a hell of a play by Marshawn Lattimore.
Because you can laugh at me, but the Cowboys are picking on Lattimore a week ago.
You know what I'm saying? I thought it was a good idea. You know, Worthy not really he's a take the top.
Wait a second. The Lattimore
team, but bed quickly. They've done it multiple times. Years in a row. You guys know who the last team was to win it, though, besides the Chiefs? That was that man over there in the Broncos back in 2015. But right now, I like what you said, too. NFC
smacked the shit out the Chiefs. It was
yeah.
That was before Mahomes.
Okay. It was
before Mahomes, though, man.
But since he's taken over, man, they've been the team to beat in the AFC. I think the NFC goes through Philly, but the AFC right now, if you want to get to the Super Bowl, you got to go through Kansas City.
Sure.
Now, wait a second. The Lattimore pick, that was a bad idea. Come on.
No,
it really wasn't, though.
It wasn't. He's trying to throw a back shoulder.
But the
and
receiver,
yes, was it a little low and inside? It was low and inside. But
the receiver.
Number one, you got a 5'9" receiver, maybe 5'10", he might be, versus a corner who 6'1", and then not only that, it's not even a height difference, the size difference. You know what I mean? So he got outbodied. He got outbodied for the ball. So I mean, I don't know. I want to hear Skip's opinion on this, but if you take too long to get to it, we just gonna cap this off and move on to the next topic.
You gotta stop and go to the ball. Worthy not really he's a take the top.
That wasn't a Worthy. I think that was the Hollywood. But I mean, the same thing is for Hollywood, more of a take the top. Bro, we don't even see Hollywood even get used as a deep threat. Now that I think about that.
Off, get the ball in his hands, let him go.
Understand.
He's not really a back shoulder type of guy. If there would have been a Rashee Rice or somebody who got real ball skills, man, they would have stopped, slammed on the brakes, and went and got it. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was a good idea. He just threw it to the wrong guy.
And it was. I'll give you that though, Skip. When you throw it back shoulder.
I'm going to do that in just a second. First, I got to congratulate Coach because you said that Dan Quinn would have that team ready to play, and for one half of football, they were readier to play than the Chiefs were ready to play.
They played hard.
Okay. And that was the end of that deal, right? Because it was 21-0 in the second half.
They'd run out of gas.
So when I was making my prediction yesterday, I was going to go 34-10, and then I sat right here in real time and said, I don't know how Marcus Mariota can get to 10 on that defense. And he couldn't because he's Marcus Mariota. So I can't overreact to what I saw from the Chiefs last night, except for one thing that you called. Rashee Rice is a force on the football field. He's big, strong.
All right, we gonna they all on the same page about this. They Chiefs are that team. We're gonna move on to the next topic. Appreciate y'all for watching. Subscribe, stay tuned, stay blessed.